Hiya guys, West Country Explorer here. Amy's at home, not at home, she's back at the hotel having a little rest. So I've come out by myself. I've come to the Montmartre area. I've already seen the outside of Moulin Rouge, got a couple of photographs. But I'm going to have a little mooch around Montmartre Cemetery. I thought might as well do it now while Amy's having a little rest, because not the kind of place she'd be too interested in. It's worked out well for both of us. She needed a rest. It gives me a chance to get out here and have a mooch around by myself. So guys, I've done the usual, like, real big touristy stuff. You know, the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, and that, Notre Dame. Now to do something a little bit off of the main sort of circuit, tourist circuit, Montmartre the Cemetery. Main road up there. Now, Montmartre Cemetery was opened on the 1st of January 1825 in what this used to be a gypsum quarry. So, a little bit of info there. Not that it's in English. It doesn't feel much like a cemetery. A bit too noisy. Oh, that's rather ornate. And that cemetery I visited in, where was it, Brussels. That was quite an interesting little cemetery. I quite liked going around that one. The Weg Cemetery, I think it was pronounced, something like that. There's a cemetery in another part of Paris that I'm thinking of potentially visiting while I'm here. It's got the lead singer of the Doors buried there, if I remember rightly. Can't think of his surname off the top of my head. Jim somewhere or other. Lead singer of the Doors. So I'll have to look that up later on when I got Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, that needs a bit of repairing. Oh no, this bit is a bit quieter. Pasteur. Wasn't it a Louis Pasteur that he invented the vaccine for smallpox? Something like that. That surname rings a bell. I wonder what all these signs are for, if they have any particular meaning. Where we've got like 13th Division, 15th Division. I wonder what significance, if any, there is to those. They've certainly squeezed them in, haven't they, around here? Oh, black cat over there. A black cat's supposed to be good luck or bad luck? I don't know. Either way, I'm not a cat fan, so I'll happily keep my distance. And what I'm going to do, guys, is in the description I'm going to put down what metro lines I used to get to here, and also to get back to the sort of hotel. And if the description is completely blank, you'll know that once again my memory's been crap and I've completely forgotten to do what I said I'm going to do. Ooh. Well, this looks interesting. Guy with mutton chop facial hair. Now this area, this part of the cemetery, is now actually nice and quiet. How it should be. Oh, hello. Look at that. That's kind of a bit of an Egyptian motif going on there. I think that's a worthy of a photograph. It's quite an impressively big size, this is. I did have a bit of a look through the list of names of famous people that are buried here. None of them are names that I recognise. Get into a bit of a noisy area again. Now there would have been a time, I suppose, when this was first opened and first in use, it would have been outside the city walls, outside the city. Because back in those days, cemeteries tended to be sort of outside the city. Now at some point, we're going to have a good little look around Montmartre. Not going to have time to look around it today. By the time I finished here, I have to think about getting back to the hotel, meet up with Amy, and go out for a wedding anniversary dinner. Oh, Paul, you never know. One day, you and I might be over in Paris at the same time. And we can come here and help the souls, any souls that are trapped here. Well, to be honest with you, having said that, no reason why I couldn't do that now. Help any souls that need helping over. But yeah, Paul, if you and I ever find ourselves in Paris at the same time, we definitely have to come here together. The Montmartre cemetery. Off amongst the gravestones. Now, as much as I've enjoyed doing the stereotypical touristy stuff, you know, the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe and all that, doing this, something like this, is definitely a bit more interesting for me. It's a bit off the beaten track. Ooh, Crimpus, look at that. I've got to get a photo of that. I am a bit tempted to go see the catacombs. Now, there are official tours around the catacombs. I think the tours do only a small part of the catacombs. I don't think they do the whole area. So, no, definitely do that. But there's also like unofficial like exploration where you can sort of just sneak into the catacombs and go see the bits that you don't get to see on the official tours. So I'd definitely like to do that, you know, see the whole lot, not just the bits that are on the official tour. This is the thing, I mean, even the unofficial bits have become kind of touristy. You know, 'cause it almost feels as though every explorer and his wife does the catacombs when they come to Paris, which isn't a bad thing. No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, it's something I'm planning to do myself at some point, you know. And I'm one of these people, even though I'm happy to take the path well trodden, you know, I'm sure loads of people come here for a look around. You know, I'm happy to come somewhere like this. I'm happy to do the catacombs, given half a chance, you know. So even though I'm happy doing the route well trodden, I get quite a lot of enjoyment doing the roads that aren't well trodden. You know, sort of getting down into the tunnels and the water conduits and exploring the places that have hardly been explored. There's some more bits up there. Oops. Come on, focus. Sunshine affecting it a bit there. Do, 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 do. Oh, I'm starting to get a bit thirsty. When we leave, I'm going to have to keep my eyes open for a shop. Got a drink. Ooh, hello. Hello, big boy. You deserve a photo. Right then. I'm roughly back to near the start, I think. Right, yeah. I think that deserves a photo as well. Alright. All these underneath the road. Look at these ones over here. The tops are up in amongst the bottom bits of the road. Right then. Work out how to get back down there. I think the best way is going to be along here. Back to this little bit. So there you go, guys. Bit of a stroll around Montmartre cemetery. Not quite all of it, but I've done a fair old chunk of it. It's quite an interesting little place, I thought. So thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. And in the meantime, stay safe, take care. God bless.